Hello everyone, Rob Guest from football.london here, following what was an extremely disappointing night for Ange Postecoglou and his Tottenham team in the second round of the Carabao Cup. Tottenham have exited the competition at the first time of asking, following the 5-3 penalty shootout defeat against Fulham at Craven Cottage. It finished 1-1 after 90 minutes. But Spurs, unfortunately, went out of the competition. Davinson Sanchez missed his penalty. Fulham scored all 5, so there was no need for Tottenham to take their 5th and final one of the shootout. So, yeah, really frustrating night, all connected with Tottenham because it was such a good opportunity to go through in the Cup. A genuine chance, of going far, especially Europe on the agenda this year for Spurs. And yeah, again, more frustration in the Cup for Tottenham, as was the case back in March at Sheffield United, November at Nottingham Forest. Spurs have had some really good chances to go through, but unfortunately just passed up these opportunities. So yeah, given the current feel-good factor around the club, it was such a disappointment, to see them perform so badly at times at Craven Cottage, especially in the first 45 minutes. Just not at the races at all. It was early in the real, final few minutes of the first half where they, laid the glove on Fulham, up the pressure. Richarlison saw a shot blocked, but that was practically it in the first half from Tottenham. And maybe it was down to a number of changes. Ange Postecoglou, we probably expected him to make a handful, but it was wholesale changes in the end. Only 2 players remained from Saturday's win at Bournemouth. That was Mickey van der Ven and Richarlison. So there's probably not the fluency we've seen from the Tottenham team because these players haven't been used to playing with each other in a match situation so far this season. And Fulham were on top. Fulham deserved their lead through. It was a Mickey van der Ven on goal. All came from it was Tom Kearney who had the ball, went into the area, turned Davinson Sanchez with ease, just twisted him inside and out, put a cross in. Van der Ven, bit unlucky really, came off his heel. Nothing Fraser Forster could do about it as it looped into the goal. Even Perisic tried his best to clear it off the line, but he couldn't, and there were a couple of opportunities for Fulham to add to their scoreline in the half. Then prior to the goal, Rodrigo and Muniz had a header. That all came from poor Davinson Sanchez pass that Anthony Robinson seized upon, and Muniz headed it wide. But like I said, Spurs just never got going in the first half, which was not like them, especially considering the football we've seen from so far this season. They did turn it on in the second half, though. They were better team for large parts of that. Fulham probably did have the better chances towards the end. Harry Wilson having a shot saved from Fraser Forster. I think Raul Jimenez went close. Bobby the Cordova Reed should have really scored, but Richarlison got a goal. Good header from even Perisic's cross. Dane Scarlett was introduced at half-time in place of Giovanni Lo Celso. Bit of surprise really, bringing Dane Scarlett on because he had the likes of Son, James Maddison on the bench. Lo Celso was one of Tottenham's better players in the first half as well, certainly one of the better players out of a bad bunch. And yeah, Tottenham much better after the second half start, but in the end couldn't get that crucial winner, even with Son, Dane Kulusevski, Pape Matar, James Maddison coming on. Went to penalties, and it was Davinson Sanchez. He missed Spurs' third of the shootout, and that gave Fulham the chance to win it, and they did just that with Kenny Tete scoring. So really disappointing night for Tottenham in the Cup, and it's Burnley up next away at Turf Moor at 3 p.m. on Saturday.